I think the best way to sum up how I feel right now is the first comment on this from from Jose. Oh no, who we're gonna get to sack the quarterback now? Yeah. Listen. Shout out to Shemar Stewart, because he definitely, before the season started, he got that contract, figured it out, and the guaranteed money, he got it up front with what he wanted, because I think there was a situation where, I don't know, you know what? No, I shouldn't say that. I was going to say because maybe he figured he wasn't going to be that good in the NFL, so he wanted to make sure he would get the money early so he wouldn't have to risk, if he wasn't good, somehow not getting the money. Man, this is so frustrating overall wise. We took a guy who was a project. We took a guy who could win in the first, second, or third round over other players like Malachi Starks, who I wanted so freaking bad. Even Mike Green, who went in the second round this year. Even if we would have taken him, he literally is lighting it up for the Ravens right now. We could have took Derek Harmon. We could have took so many players, man. And it is what it is. Like, guy can't stay healthy. Guy can't stay on the field. When he's on the field, he just isn't that productive. Which, I'd say that, well, we better never take a project player again. But there's 100% chance we might. Like, that's just kind of how it is when you got Duke Tobin drafting for you. That's how it is when you got, this scouting office. Call it a scouting office. It's like Duke Tobin, Katie Blackburn, Zach Taylor, and some random person off the street, it feels like. But it is what it is. He's out for the next 4 weeks. So that means at least the next 4 weeks. Again, because he's being put on IR. You don't get put on IR unless you're out for... You have to be out for 4 weeks on IR. But you don't get put on IR unless you're probably going to be out for some good time. And they don't want you to count toward the 53-man roster because then they can't replace you at that moment in time. So, honestly, at this point, keep him on IR for the rest of the season. I really don't care about Shemar Stewart anymore. I want to see who else we can maybe... see what they have in them, maybe see if someone else can do something. At this point, I'd go in free agency, and I'd get guys that look like maybe they could become something, and I'd pick them up and see if they could be the guy, because I'm just fed up with this whole Shemar Stewart crap. So, hey, at the end of the day, maybe the second, third season, this guy will be the guy. We said the same thing about Myles Murphy. We hope for Myles Murphy would be the same concept. And so far, it's not panned out, but hopefully, this is the diamond in the rough. It's just the rough is in a bunch of, drug needles on the ground in a pile. Like, if you guys have ever seen, honestly, is it in the Saw game? In the Saw. The movie Saw, right? I can get graphic here. But there's a video game, and in the video game, you had to shove your hand in the toilet full of drug needles and stuff. That's what I'm talking about. Maybe he's at the very bottom of that toilet, because I don't know. What has he done this year? Hang on, hold up. I gotta pull up his stats. Has he done a single thing? Does he have a sack? Shemar Stewart does not have a sack. He has one quarterback hit. If that really means anything. At least he has a quarterback hit. Hey, at this point, at least he has something, 2 solo tackles, 6 combined, 4 assists, 0 tackles for a long... Shemar, why are you like this? Oh, man. Yeah, this is going to be one that haunts us for a very long time. What was that from? There was a, was it the Patriots game? Where the Patriots went for it on 4th and 1 against the Colts way back in the day. And the announcer said that. He said, this is going to haunt them for a very long time if they don't get this. This one's going to haunt us for a very long time if he doesn't figure something out in the second half of his career. Because, oh, baby, we have 8 games left, and Shemar Stewart is going to be out for at least 4 of them. Maybe 5. Maybe 6. Maybe 7. All right, maybe I'm getting too ticked off. Maybe I'm just getting too ticked off here, but shout out to Shemar Stewart and shout out to the Bengals for taking him. Please, in the future, if the guy's projected first, second, third round, you don't take him in the first. If he's projected and other teams, right? Not you, but other teams are looking at him and saying, this guy's probably not a first-round pick. The Bengals need to sit there and say, should we really take him in the first round then if most teams don't want him in the first round? You know, I'm not saying you completely look at college production, but you look at somewhat college production and say, this guy had 5 sacks in 4 years of college. Probably doesn't look the sexiest, you know. Maybe do a little bit of homework, you know, sit there, maybe talk to people, maybe talk to anybody. I don't know. He's not a bust yet, because you can't be a bust yet. You have to at least play a couple years before you can be a bust. He's trending to be a bust. He's trending to be a bust. He is not a bust yet. Can't be a bust yet. He's trending, though. Yeah.